Hey guys, this is the channeled reads for 1113 that I know some of you guys got rescheduled, but if you're on the original list for 1113, you got this list. So here is the order that these are going to go in. Kathy Mizell, Valerie Trevino, Mark, I can't pronounce your last name and I will murder it, so I'm not going to try to say it. Maria Drigan, Karen Wood, Maddie Norris, Whitney Mueller, Andrea Norris, Tiffany Stafford. I almost said Stephanie Tafford. Tiffany Stafford, Jess, then Helaine Miller. So you're gonna find me something to play with a little bit here. So Miss Kathy Mizell, you are first. And I apologize that it took so long to get this to you guys. It has been a little bit crazy at the shop and everywhere. Well, the world's crazy. The world's in a dumpster fire. Anyway, I digress. So Kathy, the very first thing after I took that big breath that popped into my mind, or that really, yeah, words, was this big red dragon. And it actually came from left to right. Normally I see things from right to left, but this came from left to right. And then is one of those ribbons. You know, you know what I'm talking about, the ones that everybody has for different causes. This one is black. I don't know what the black one is for. Really, I only know that pink is breast cancer. This one is black. And it's very thin. I feel like this is like a vinyl sticker. I feel like this is somebody's vinyl sticker. And then I see the dragon again. So I don't know. I think the dragon represents somebody that is also represented with this black sticker. Because the dragon is like bright red. I keep seeing it, so obviously I'm not describing it all the way yet. So it's bright red with almost fades to orange at the ends. You know what I mean? It's so weird. It's very specific, which makes me wonder if this isn't like a toy or a favorite movie or something like that of this person. But this is kind of how they see themselves, as a dragon. Then I see 3 stones. And they're set up in a triangle like that, but I see it like this. So one stone is here, one stone is here, and one stone is here. They look like black marbles. They're all really, really round. So they could be spheres, but they're all black. So I would say, you know, obsidian, onyx, jet, something like that. So a very protective layout. And a triangle, especially like that, is balance. 3 is perfect balance. I think both of those two are important. And then, okay, so here's the whole message. I get it. I understand now. So I saw the dragon, I saw the ribbon, I saw the stones and balance, and then I saw like just a bowl of herbs. So, and I can't see like what the herbs are. Like I can't, it won't let me pull it closer. I just see the bowl of herbs. So this is somebody that I have a feeling either is sick or has been going through something, or this is like epilepsy awareness, something like that, that they're not paying attention. They're not knuckling down on the things that they need to be doing. They're not paying attention to the regimen they're supposed to be following. There's also something that needs to be added into their regimen that I have a feeling that the doctors have actually recommended. And for some reason, they don't want to do it. But it will help knock down a lot of the symptoms tremendously. So I don't know if this is you. I don't know if this is your husband. I don't know if this is one of the kids or whatever, but it's someone that's tied to you, that sees themselves as this red dragon. But there's some, I'm going to say it's probably just a supplement, or it's herbs in general. So the thing is, if you know who this person is and you know what I'm talking about with this regimen, with what the doctors recommended, then you probably already know what they are not doing. It needs to be done. Like they need to do whatever this is, because it will knock these symptoms down tremendously, tremendously. Like quality of life type, tremendously different. All right, Miss Valerie, you're next. The one good thing about having this not on a live is that I don't have to answer questions. I don't have to wait. So that's nice. So I can kind of bang through these real quick. All right. So the first thing I see with you, Miss Valerie, is a pink sheep for some reason. Big, fluffy. It's like a cartoony sheep. You know, when somebody draws a sheep and it's like got the big curly puffs of hair like that, but it's bright pink, not baby pink, but like bright pink. And it's smiling. Okay. Then I see tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes. And there's 5 of them. They're on a vine like this. And so there's two, and then one up front. And then there are mint leaves, like peppermint leaves. I just keep seeing the leaves. They go off like this to the right. It's like I see, you know, the branch. Peppermint is not really a branch, it's a little bitty, but I see, you know, there's leaves. I keep seeing 5. There's 5 of those. There's 5 tomatoes. So 5 is important. Then I see nails like you would nail a board, but there are 3 of those. Then there is a huge yellow rose, like almost takes up my whole vision, type of huge. And then there's water, and it's like I see, you know how like when a river comes into a bigger body of water and you can see the water, you know, it's coming out of the river kind of fast and stuff, and then it just goes to the lake and calms like this. So to me, what that's symbolizing is a change in situation. So where things have been hectic, where they have been kind of chaotic, and you feel like you're on this ride that you just can't get off of, like it's to the point where you're coming now to this lake. So it's like all the craziness, and then suddenly it's like, so I think that that's probably something you've been waiting to happen, for things to kind of calm back down. All right, Mark, you're next. You ready? I gotta make sure I tap on my list here so I know where I'm at. All right. So the first thing I see for you, Mark, is the big letter L. Just straight letter, very straight to the point. So whatever or whoever this represents, they're very, very to the point, very blunt, very straightforward. It's funny. I saw one dog that turned into 3 dogs that turned into 3 cats. So the first dog was brown. The 3 dogs were black, brown, and white. And then the cats were all white. So the color symbolizes, color has a meaning, you know. I know that cats, the white cats is purification, like spiritual protection, etc. The next thing I saw was a big buffalo tooth. So when you're looking that up, you would look up buffalo, what that means, and then what teeth mean, what a tooth means. Okay, I don't know this flower. So the flower, it's like this white pointed, it's like 5 leaves, but I have a feeling it's a little tiny flower. But it's white with yellow center, and the leaves are pointed. They're long and pointed. But like I said, it's a little flower. I don't know what the flower is. Y'all see my eye twitching. I must have got it out because now it's gone. So it's funny, like when I was describing the flower, it's like it then zooms out to this big, where I'm looking straight on at a forest, like you would see, you know, when Google pulls up stuff on your screen or whatever, or your computer pulls up stuff on your screen. And it's like this beautiful forest scene, but it's really dark. So, but it's daytime, but it's like really dark. I don't know if that makes sense or not. It's like all the trees are really, really dark. The grass is dark. Everything's a real dark green, but I can see the sunlight shining through the trees. But the flower's right there in front of all of that. It just stands out by itself, like right there. And I keep focusing on the trees. Like, I know I've described them. I know I described the sun coming through them. I know I described that they're really dark. They're really tall. They're like pines. I'm just staring at the sunshine shining through the trees. Okay. Okay. All right then. My eyes twitching. I hate that. Usually it's this one that twitches. So today it's this one. Coolsies. I probably need to drink some water. All right. Mrs. Maria, are you ready? There it goes, kid. Y'all can just laugh as it's going. Y'all can just laugh. I'll just hold it like that. How about that? I've decided now, I was telling the girls at the shop yesterday that I've decided that I'm going to get an eye patch. And so when I have one eye that twitches, and I'm going to get this badass, like crazy eye patch. So that way, when I have one eye that twitches, I can just put it over it. And then I just look like a badass pirate witch. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That'd be fun. Yeah. All right. Miss Maria. So the first thing I see with you is a big red heart. And as soon as I saw it, it was like a flat drawing, and then it got puffy, and then it started slowly spinning around counterclockwise. This to me signifies love and then hurt and then letting something go. The next thing I see is the color blue, and then the color green, and then the color yellow. Okay. They were very fast. This is like stages of going through these different things, and boom, 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 boom. And I heard the word grandpa, grandfather. It's weird. It's almost like I heard it whispered back from the back of my head forward. And then family. And then I get this deep feeling of, it's not loneliness, it's just missing somebody, missing people. And it's like really deep up here in my chest, like high, not low, like high up here in my chest. It's almost like a lump in the throat, like fighting, crying a little bit, like holding my breath a little bit, fighting, crying a little bit over it. Christmas is really hard for you, isn't it? Because I saw a tree, and it's like, you know how if you see a commercial of like a kid drawing a Christmas tree and it just shows you the outline. It's like I saw the base of the tree first, and then these two bottom things of the tree being drawn, and that's it. Like it never got over that. It's almost like you literally lost your love and your joy for the holidays. It's diminished. I don't think lost is the right word. It's just really, really diminished. Because like I said, I only saw the bottom of the tree, and there should be all these other pieces, but it only gets to the bottom. It's funny, as soon as I said that, it was like I kind of took a breath, and I just felt this heaviness come down like this, but it was a good thing, almost like a release, but a good heaviness like that. Okay. All right. I was expecting there to be something else after that, but there wasn't. Because once I acknowledged it, once I said that, it kind of went. So. All right, Miss Karen Wood, you ready? Y'all may get to see my eyes do the weird twitchy thing. It's fun. Not the twitchy thing, but like I have a really gnarly headache today because the weather being up and down. And so yeah, it's just been extra fun. You're having a hard time connecting. Like you can't, because when I'm focusing on you and when I'm focusing on your energy and pulling that chant, that read in, it's almost like my mind's like ping, 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 ping. And I'll almost get an image and then it goes away. And I'll almost get an image and it goes away. So that to me signifies that you're having a hard time connecting. Like you can't, you can't really connect to your gifts, to your intuition. Like it's just all over the place. Like it has the worst case of ADHD in the history of ever. And you can't, the normal things that you do, you can't get it to calm down. You can't get it to go, okay, focus, this. It's like if you threw 2 pounds of little bitty bouncy balls into a room and they just everywhere. So something has been put in your path to make this happen. So, oh God, I hate saying this. I hate saying this. This is something that the universe has sent your way that you have to get past. You're in the middle of a metamorphosis. You're in the middle of a shift, of a change with yourself spiritually, with your gifts spiritually. And that's why this is how it is. Okay, so here's the good news and the bad news. And I'm gonna give you the bad news first. The bad news is this is how it's going to be for a while. You're going to have to learn how to pick the things out that are important and pinpoint your focus on them, because you are getting an overload of information. So it's not so much that you can't focus. It's not that your gifts don't work. It's not that you're disconnected. It's that you're getting so much. It's an overload. So you're going to have to learn how to reach up and pluck one of those bouncy balls out and look at it and turn it around. And I think that if you use that imagery of the bouncy balls, and you literally in your mind's eye just pluck one and, you know, turn it all around, look at it, get everything you need from it, that will help you learn how to control this better. I'm not sure what to call this type of gift. It's just, it's amplified. The gifts that you've had have just gone and gotten super amplified. Super amplified. The good news is once you learn how to pluck one of those out and look at it and, you know, turn it all around and see what you see, the things that you see and the pinpoint accuracy you're going to have are fantastically amazing. So don't be afraid to act on and use that information. Okay. Give it to the people that need it, that it needs to be given to. Okay. All right. Mattie Morris. I think I said Norris, didn't I? A while ago. I am so sorry, Mattie. All right. Mattie Morris. Right off the bat, there's a male, a really deep male energy. And I didn't hear man, I didn't hear dad, I didn't hear any of those words. I heard male. And it's kind of a heavy weight like this, like a lead sinker. There's a lot of fishing symbolism here. There's also a fish. I saw a big fish right here in my vision. I would say it's probably a trout, rainbow trout, because it's bright, bright green with gray up here. So rainbow trouts have that, and then they have the rainbow on them. They're actually really beautiful fish, even if you don't see the rainbow. They have these black spots everywhere. I feel like I have to describe it because it's still sitting there in my vision. All right, move on, fish. Okay, I don't know what the trout symbolizes, but even when I went like that, it's still sitting there. It just kind of is like, no, it's not in water. It's just sitting up in space. So what am I missing? Big fat rainbow trout, dark green, light gray top. It keeps swishing its tail, but not, oh, okay, that's what I'm missing. So the fish, whatever the trout symbolizes for you, or well, spiritually, it keeps moving its tail, but it's just doing this, like normal fish movement. You know what I mean? Just moving its tail, and it's not going anywhere. It's just fucking stuck. It has to have some kind of violent motion almost to knock it out of this hole. Because it's not a rut, it's not a hole, it's a hold. It's like something is holding it there. So it has to like have a burst of power to get out of this. Now I'm curious what the rainbow trout symbolizes. So after I get done with this, I'm going to have to look it up. I guess I could probably ask Siri. Hey Siri. What does the rainbow trout mean spiritually? Oh, I touched it and it went away. I just keep seeing it, so we're going to look it up. Rainbow trout. The trout is about living in the present. The trout lives in a water environment, and water is about emotion. The trout's message is to not get lost in the emotion. Instead, use the emotion to carry you to that place where you grow and thrive. It's a symbol of hope, renewal, and change. They remind us that even in the darkest times, there was always light. That's why I couldn't get past that. That's why I had to look that up. Okay. So something is holding you in your emotions, in either the past or the future, and you're not able to be in the present, in the now. Okay. Gotcha. So that's something you're going to have to overcome, and it is going to take a crazy shove forward for you to do this, just so you know. But you have to do it. No one can do it for you. All right, Whitney Mueller. Where's my stone? So the first thing I saw is like one of those old school white nurses hats, like popped up immediately, and a whole bunch of like I see somebody walking down the hospital, the hallway. I see, but it's all like 50s symbolism. Like I see the nurse in the dress with the big white nurse shoes and the hat. It's interesting. Okay, I keep seeing her walking down the hall. I'm not sure what this is. So I got the number 52. Okay, I keep seeing her walking down the hall. She's pushing a little thing, but it's like she's frozen. Like she's not moving. She's just frozen, but I'm only seeing her from behind. She has dark hair that's curled, pulled up back here. I don't know her importance. I don't know. I don't understand, because all I see is that, and it won't. But I'm just focused on her back and her hair. So I'm hoping that either you know who this is, or that it rings a bell for you, because it won't let me get past that. So I have conveyed everything in that message. Like there's nothing else, because when I try to focus out here, it's blurry. Like I can tell it's a hospital floor, but like it's blurry, and I just keep getting focused on her back. So that makes me think maybe there's something with the heart or the chest or the lungs with her. And then I saw a cigarette, but she's not holding it. It's just a cigarette, and it's burned about that much, and the ash is just sticking there. So I don't know what the spiritual meaning of a cigarette is. I know tobacco was an offering. Okay, then I see a bonfire. And then it's like I saw a huge tree, like a pine tree for a minute, and then it came down into one aspen leaf. Okay. I was like, I'm not sure what leaf that is. This is an aspen leaf. It's a big, beautiful, round, teardroppy leaf, but it's green. Okay. And then I see the aspen tree itself. Okay. But it's just one tree, one pine tree, one leaf, one aspen tree. Single, 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 single. But it's not an alone single. It's like a fulfilled single. Does that make sense? What's up with I don't know what's up with the lips or the mouth or whatever, but like this side of my mouth keeps wanting to do this, like wanting to curl in when I'm pulling this information for you. That's the weirdest feeling. Like I keep wanting to go pull my lips in. So I don't know if this is somebody you know that did this, or if there's something going on with your mouth or this person's mouth or whatever that's weird. Okay. I feel like this is a message from someone for you. It's not so much just the channel read. It's from someone for you. I have my heater on because it's kind of cold, but it's like burning a hole in the side of my face, the side of my soul. All right, Miss Andrea Norris, you ready? So the first thing I see with you is a bright green butterfly. And it's funny, it started here and then it kind of went over like that. So left to right. And it's like metallic green. It's just fluttering everywhere. And then I see a caterpillar. Okay. It's the bright green caterpillar with the big black stalks on it. You know what I'm talking about, or the big, whatever those are. And it has the red spots. I can't remember what, I don't remember what butterfly that is for. It's not for this green butterfly, but I don't remember what caterpillars those are. And they have white on them as well. Okay. So as soon as I said, okay, it's like I got hit with something that made me want to like do this. So now I'm curious if you've either been having headaches or dizzy spells lately. I know I have a headache, but I don't feel anything beyond my own headache. But the dizzy spell, the feeling backwards like that was not mine. Does that make sense? Like I do this enough that I've learned to recognize what is mine and what isn't mine. And as soon as I talk about it or I mention it, usually if I concentrate on it and I'm like, okay, is this mine that I'm feeling? Then it stays. If I concentrate on it, like while I'm doing a reading and it goes away, I know that that's someone else's. And when I mention it and it's completely done, I know that that's not for me. So I don't know what this is. It's like a dizzy, heavy feeling, but I keep wanting to do this. So now I'm curious if you or people around you have been really sick lately, because I feel like this is someone that has just a gnarly, either cold, flu, something. They have something gnarly going on up here. And then I see lavender and then pink roses. Like I see the whole rose. 3, 4, 6. Okay. So that roses, pink roses symbolize love. Red is passion, but pink symbolizes love. So whoever this is, also when I saw that, I got worried. Like in my chest, I'm worried about someone. So I have a feeling that this is someone close to you that isn't feeling well, or something's up, like you're worried about this person. So what I would say, because usually when I feel something like that, and then it's a feeling that I need to get out to you, I would say just make sure you're keeping an eye on them, make sure you're checking on them and so on. Your worry is not unwarranted, but I don't mean to like stress you out or, anything like that. Just know that your worry is right. I don't think it's anything horrible. I think that you just need to keep an eye on them. Just be checking on them. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people are stubborn and they don't want to take their medicine, like the thing for Kathy that I did. Some people are just stubborn and they don't want to do the things, or they get lazy and they don't want to get up and get it or whatever. And I'm not saying go and cater to this person, but I'm saying that you just need to check on them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Tiffany Stafford, you're next, love. So the first thing I saw with you was a gray cat. And as soon as I saw the cat, it's like the fur was just transposed on top of it. It's a sphinx, so like a gray sphinx cat. But I saw the fur, like it was hiding underneath this fake, in the movies when someone is shape shifting or whatever, or they have this glimmer and they look like this, but they're really this. Like that's what I saw. Like they look like this gray fluffy cat, but underneath they're a sphinx. And it's gray. The gray is important. Big yellow eyes. And then I saw like painted desert canyons. And there's a storm over the top of them. And then I see the color turquoise, and then the color yellow, and then the color red, and then the color white. I know that was fast. Sorry. Turquoise, yellow, red, white. So I saw them like bam, 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 like in bands. One, and then the other, and then the other, and then the other. And they go that way. Okay. And then I see grapes, green grapes. Now I want grapes. Thanks. So there's like a big letter S. And when I go to concentrate on the letter S, like my eyes get pulled this way. And then there's like, so it's like 3 white lights and they're like this. And I know it's not migraine stuff because when I let my eyes get pulled, it's still there. So, I don't see them like I do with migraine on. So 1, 2, 3, and they're like that, like almost an arrow pointing that way. Does that make sense? An arrow pointing to the left. Okay, so let me say north because that is actually north for me here. Like that's north. So they're pointing to the north. It's not the west, it's north. Okay. That's all I needed to tell you apparently. Because once I said that's north, it was like done. I'm like, oh, okay then. Damn, someone drank all my tea. All right, Jess, are you ready? So the first thing I see with you is this beautiful sky blue color, like bright sky blue color. And then underneath, it's like I see the color right here. And then underneath is this pink heart. And there's a yellow rope chain, excuse me, gold chain across. So the heart lays like this and the chain comes across it like that. It's not holding it down. It's just laying on top of it. Okay. All right. So what that symbolizes is this is peace. This is trust. This is loyalty, etc. And it's up here. There's something that has done a lot of damage to you, to your heart. It's trauma wise, but this chain that's laying across it it's heavy. But the thing is, it's not tied down. Like there's nothing tying the chain down. It's literally like if this was the heart, the chain sits like this. Like it doesn't even come all the way down around the sides. So you're holding the chain on there because it's comfortable, because it's been there for a while, because that's been the norm. Literally all you have to do is sit up and the chain will fall off. All you have to do is move and the chain will fall off. You've been keeping the chain thinking you're chained down by it, but you're not. In fact, the chain is bright gold. It has gotten brighter as I've been watching it, as I've been talking about it. And once you move, once you let the chain go, that inner peace is yours. That ability to trust and be loyal again is yours. You're holding on to that last piece of chain because it's been there forever and it's comfortable. And I just keep seeing that over and over, you moving in the chain, just going. So that's the whole message for you. And I know that's easier said than done to let that go, but I think that maybe you didn't realize that the chain is just laying there. It's not attached to anything at all anymore. You've overcome so much and you've already let go of so much. And you've healed so much, but there's still just that one little piece that you feel like is weighing you down, and it's not. It's not. So, Miss Helaine Miller, are you ready? So what's funny is the first thing I saw with you, you know, the Christmas candies, they're taffy and it's like peppermint. It has it's white and has the red things around the edges and the little green Christmas tree in the middle. Like I saw those. And when I saw those, I got like super happy, like giddily happy. And then I just see Christmas decorations everywhere. Like I see tinsel and I see garland and I see lights and I see bulbs, like, and it all makes me like giddily happy, like when I'm a kid. You know, when you're a kid and you go somewhere and the decor is everywhere and it's just put great and it just gets you all excited and in that spirit. And then I see lemons, just two. And then I see cinnamon sticks. And then I see a big wooden table. And there's nothing on it. It's just a big wooden table. It's like handmade or rustic looking, I guess I would say, but it's dark. Like it's been stained really dark. And it's long and like rectangle. I keep seeing it, so I'm trying to describe everything. So instead of having one flat piece on top, it is a rustic look. So I would say it's either got 3 or 4 planks on it. It's really cool. Big black brads or whatever, screws, whatever, are holding it together. Okay. I at first thought that maybe this was a table that you had or a family member had or something that meant something to you, but it's not. So what this symbolizes to me, I mean, it may be, but what this symbolizes to me is everything together, everything coming together, a strong foundation, building something very solid that you can put things on. I feel like this is a foundation with someone else, like with a person around you. Because as soon as I talked about that being a foundation, about building that table strong, really, really strong, like this thing, the planks are huge, like this thing is never going to fall down. Those brads, everything is perfect. Once I said building something to have a strong foundation, it's like I saw a white table runner put over it and candles and food and things like that. This is literally you building a foundation to help the others around you, to help your family, your friends, etc. So let me say this. This also signifies to me that you have done a massive amount of work on your own inner strength. And I think that you're still in the middle of that, but you're not giving yourself enough credit because you've already built the table. You've already built the table. You just don't see the table yet, I think, or you don't feel like it's enough, but it is more than enough. And it's time to start using the table for what it's intended for. It's like the table's been empty. Like you've been keeping it empty because you feel like it's not enough yet, but it's exactly enough. It's exactly enough. It's perfect. It needs nothing more. Now is time to start using the table for what you built the table for. So whatever it is that you were building this inner strength, you were building this knowledge, you were gathering all these things in so you could start helping other people, you have exactly what you need to start. I don't know if there's a fear of starting something new there or what it is, but for some reason, you're not wanting to start putting stuff on the table yet. The table is perfect. It's time to use the table. Okay. So that is my list for 11-13 there. And I hope that I gave you guys the information that you needed. I hope that you got the information that you needed. And thank you again for waiting for so long. I really appreciate it.